There is Roan Mountain. Just came down from there after having second lunch, and about 6 miles away from the Overmountain shelter where we'll be camping for the night. Big hike today, 24.6 or 24.7 miles. So I'll be getting in kind of late. Those clouds look pretty ominous, so I'm hoping to beat any weather that's potentially on its way. Forecasting thunderstorms at 50% for the next 2 weeks, so no one knows what's going to happen. Man, wish I could have drove up. Oh well. So yesterday we hiked 24.7 miles to get to here, the Overmountain shelter. We didn't actually camp in the shelter. We had lots of camp space out over there for tents, but this is an amazing shelter for a couple of reasons. One, the views are incredible, and you can see down into the valley if I don't trip and kill myself. Just a really spectacular view. Sun comes up over there, and really cool night. One of the features of the shelter is, I hope no one's in there. No, okay. Is that they opened up the side of it so you can sleep right there and get a view, which apparently there's some amazing sunrises here. I think we might just be at the wrong time of year because the sun's not exactly lined up with the shelter. But the historic significance of this, and someone at PSMC could get Kurt a link to this video in case he's not already watching them. So this is called Overmountain Shelter because this is the barn. It's been refurbished, obviously, or renovated. This is the barn that the Overmountain boys came to meet before heading to help out General Horatio Gates in the American Revolution. So 1,000 Overmountain boys came up this pass, all met at this barn, and ended up turning the tide of the Revolutionary War because they were able to stop Lord Cornwallis's advance northward from Georgia and South Carolina. And if you've ever seen The Patriot, that's who these guys are. So the very last battle where the militia's in the middle and then they retreat and the British charge after them, and as soon as they get on over the hill there's a ton of Americans waiting to just blow them away. That was the battle that these guys were involved with. And there is a plaque that I'm going to get a picture of and include in the video. And Kurt, please correct whatever I've gotten wrong in this story, because I'm sure I didn't get it quite right. But a very cool place to stay tonight. On top of Hump Mountain, it's day 29. Got a few more miles to hike down to our next hostel. We're going to take a Nero because Colorblind had a problem with his ankle and fell behind. So we're going to see him later tonight. He's a half day behind us or so. Hi everybody, so today is day 30. I am at the station at 19 East, which is a hostel about 50 miles past where the last hostel was. It's about, I think we're 75 miles short of Damascus, something like that. The last 50 miles was pretty hard. There was Roan Mountain and a lot of other pretty serious climbs, but we knocked out an almost 25 miler, and very happy with how that went. Unfortunately, I'm going to give you a shot at the hostel back there. Unfortunately, the last day, yesterday, we were supposed to come into here and then leave, and it was a 8.7 miler. And I just absolutely bonked. pretty sure I got some norovirus, so I decided to stay here for a day and at least and recover and rehydrate because I've got all the GI symptoms with noro and some of the other ones. So I just want to make sure that I'm hydrated and rested before I get back out onto the trail and minimize any damage that I could do if I were to try and push myself too hard too fast. So Dirty Dan went on ahead, as I probably have other clips in here, but so loud. Jason we haven't heard from since he was last at the hostel. So the last time we saw Jason was at the Uncle Johnny's hostel. He was taking the slow start. We were doing a 17 miler. His ankle started acting up. We haven't seen him since. We thought he was supposed to meet us at the hostel last night, but he didn't make it. I'm going to be here tonight, so hopefully I'll see him and I can update him on like what the plan is from Dan and my perspective. But my plan is to leave here tomorrow and get up to Damascus in 3.5 days. Dan's going to zero there, so I'm going to try and meet up with him and then move forward with him after that to Southern Virginia. And luckily, it seems that the terrain is getting a lot nicer. The hills between here and Damascus, we're told, are pretty rolling, the mountains, and it looks like it's going to continue north of Damascus that way as well. I know that the elevation changes in Shenandoah are much kinder than they are here, so I think that'll help with keeping the high mileage days up. And I think it's supposed to rain pretty bad later today too, so I'm kind of happy that I'm not going to be on the trail for that reason as well. This is easily the best hostel we've been at. The guy took a survey of hikers to see what they wanted in hostels and designed his around that. So he's got free shuttle. It's $30 for a night and you get shower, laundry, and bed, basically unlimited. He didn't want to give the impression that he was nickel and diming people, which was a major complaint. And then he's got food and reef supply type stuff as well, but very well run in my opinion. And then other than that, I mean, things are going all right. I wish I was on the trail today, but taking a day off will, I think, help make sure that I'm able to stay on the trail later on as I continue this hike. So just doing what I need to do, and hopefully we'll see Colorblind soon. And I'll give you guys an update once I get to Damascus. Hopefully, let's see, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday sometime. Try and upload there. I don't know what hostel I'm staying at yet, but that'll be part of what I talk to Jason about later today. So, y'all have a good one.